You need stress. You can't grow to newer levels without it. I understood that when I took on more opportunities in college, track, academics, part-time job, relationships, professional club, and content creation. But unexpected hurdles came into my life. I had injuries, I was exhausted, and I was stressed. And most of my time was spent going from one thing to another thing. I was just always on the rush, on the move, trying to finish every single thing that I had to get done. So if you're in this position, you feel fatigued, you're taking on a lot of responsibilities, and you have to finish a bunch of tasks on your list, and you feel this fatigue and stress on your mind and your body, then here are the things that I did to handle all these hardships. The first thing that I did was I created a list and categorized them all based on energy. So from low energy to high energy. So for example, during college, I would use a calendar so I can forecast all the things I needed to get done, like projects or homeworks or certain YouTube videos that I wanted to post. Then I would get a small spiral notepad and write down all of the tasks that I want to get done today. And I would rank them based on energy levels. This task is low energy, this task is high energy. So for examples that are low energy tasks, those are organizing, cleaning, planning, emailing, or responding to people who have messaged you on your Instagram, LinkedIn, or your messages. Basically, these are low tasks that do not require a lot of brain or physical energy. Now for some things that require a lot of energy, those are homeworks, projects, editing, scripting, practices, or workouts. Basically, a lot of things that require you a lot of brain and physical energy. Like I said before, I use a calendar to mark when I'm doing these certain tasks. And it's a great tool to give me a visual representation of the future, which leads to the next point of planning your day around these tasks. Open your calendar and start adding time blocks. Put when you're gonna wake up, shower, eat, get ready, go to class, when you're gonna sleep, when you're gonna do recovery. And also add those repeating tasks like going to class, going to practice, and all those routines that you need. Now, once you do this, you're going to see there's a lot of empty gaps within your schedule. This is where you add the tasks that you need to get done. So personally for me, what I've done was in the mornings, I would wake up at least an hour or hour and a half earlier than I usually do, and then I would do the most high energy task in the morning. So I would wake up, get ready for the morning, get some water, get some coffee, sit down on my desk and get to work. And I would set a timer for 1.5 hours, and once that's done, I pack up and go to class. Sometimes my mornings are a little different, so instead of going to class, I would go to the trainers, or I would do another deep work session just to get more work done. So for low energy tasks, I like to do them in between classes, so when you have time, at least 15 to 30 minutes. That was when I did the low energy tasks. So I would do emailing, I would respond to emails, check emails, message back some people, or I would also look at my calendar and adjust, see if I'm still on time. Now, if I did all of my low energy tasks and I still have some time left in my calendar, at least in between the classes, then that's when I can start doing some of my high energy tasks that I need to get done. Although it's not a lot of time, it's still enough time to do something. So basically, do the high energy task in the morning when you have the most abundant energy, and do your low energy task when you don't have that much time, or at least at the end of the day when you have less energy. The whole point is to optimize your energy, because it's difficult for you to do high energy tasks at night when you had a long day and you're drained. Alright, the next thing that you have to do is you have to be extreme with your time. Right now, you're in a stress period, which means you need to be extreme with your time. With your designated time blocks, do focused, undistracted work. Work at least 1.5 hours of focused work. Once that timer goes off, spend at least 20 minutes on a break. Don't look at any technology, look outside, look at a book, but solely use that 20 minutes as a break. And if you're an athlete, use your recovery time optimally. When I was in college, I was honestly struggling with being extreme with my time. I wanted to get this thing done, but then I had to focus on another thing. I wanted to spend time with my girlfriend, but I wanted to get things done as well. So later in my college years, I've learned that I need to be extreme with my time. Study when I need to, work on my content when I made time for it, and I would also schedule time to be with my girlfriend. Time where I'm away from the work. I would also try to focus sleeping enough, but I've honestly failed at that in college because I honestly didn't have a lot of time. So what I'm trying to say is that you need to be on opposite sides of the spectrum. You can't get your work done if you're multitasking or you're constantly checking your phone. That's why you have to be on opposite sides of the spectrum to use your energy optimally. When you're working, work. When you're recovering, focus on that recovery. Because if you're all over the place and you're not managing your time correctly, and especially if you're not focusing on your recovery, then you're going to fail. Especially as an athlete, you need recovery. Even with life and trying to do work, if you can't recover yourself, you can't perform well the next day. So do one thing at a time. The thing on your schedule and your task list. Alright, the last thing that you need to do is that you need to rely on logic. And I get it, man. You're in a stressed period and it's easy to fall for excuses. I remember the days when I would wake up, do a deep work session, go to the trainers, go to class, go to practice, do some homework, and sit here and decide, should I go watch Netflix? Should I go to watch another anime episode? Or should I spend more time on finishing my work? Half of me is asking, I deserve this. This is a reward for this hard-working day. But the other side is that I still have a lot of things to do. I need to finish it, or else it's not gonna get done. Now, for me to think logically, I have to decide, did I finish the task already? And this is a new task that is on for tomorrow's schedule. Or is this a task that I need to get done today, like finishing a video that's going to be uploaded tomorrow, which means I need to finish it today, then you guys can see it tomorrow. If I choose the easy option, the reward for something that isn't complete, then I'm not really training my reward system. And I get it. You want to reward yourself because of all the hard work you've done, and I get it. It's good to reward yourself after the hard work. But if you're not finished with that set project that you want to get done today, then there's no real reward with it. You just have to stress upon it when you're sleeping, and when you wake up the next day, you're like, shoot, I gotta finish this because I was supposed to finish it tomorrow, but I decided to do this, be lazy. Why did I do this? Look, you have to make sure that the job is done. And I've been on the other side of the spectrum too, where I just wanted instant gratification. I would scroll on my phone for hours. I would watch a bunch of Netflix shows. I would eat junk food. And that is what happens when you decide to choose the comfortable route. Because comfort feels good. And if you rely on your emotions, then you would always choose something that's feeling good, something that's comfortable. You won't want to choose something hard like doing the work that you need to get done. That's why you need to detach your feelings from the decision to do work. Create that discipline, and respect yourself. Right now, you have things to get done. It won't be done until you start working. Alright, bro. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, my name is Kensei. I post once a week with these type of videos. And if you're cool with these type of videos, then comment down below, subscribe right here. And guess what, bro? YouTube is recommending you this video next. Alright, remember to go improve it.